Hey guys, welcome back to Lord Triple Guy's channel. That's me. Today is going to be Patreon Q&A. Yeah, ba-dum-bum. If you're looking at the background right now and going, what is this? I am glad you asked. This game is called Primal Carnage. You either play as humans trying to make it to a chopper, or dinosaurs trying to stop the humans from making it to the chopper. This game I'm playing as the humans. There's a couple characters you can play. There's a dual pistol revolver guy, like right there. There's a ton. You'll see me play a lot of them this game. If you want to see me play this on my actual channel, let me know in the comments. If not, that's whatever. As always, if you could comment, like, subscribe, that always helps. Go ahead and just leave me a comment. Let me know you're here. Just let me know you saw it. Let me know what your favorite part was. Who had the best questions, the whole kit and caboodle. Thanks again, and let's get right into it. Alright, with question number 1, we have from Mac R. Oni saying, take a look at this database of costumes from Star Wars. Pick your favorite clone or stormtrooper armor and discuss what you like and dislike about it, artistic concepts, design, lore about the equipment, and the person wearing it. This is a great question. I'm actually gonna go I'm gonna pick this one. I hope you count this as a clone, because technically I think they are technically stormtroopers and clones. They're in the Imperial Army, okay? I wanted to go with so they're the Royal Guard armors, and I know that you're supposed to pick like a certain person, but I picked the Praetorian Guard. I don't know who wears the Praetorian Guard armor, but I think my favorite one of the Praetorian Guard armor is version 1, which looks like this. I'll throw a picture up for you. I really just like the whole concept of them, because it was like really interesting to me to see them, like the fact that they have like really cool like energy blades, weapons. They all have different weapons. They all use different weapons, and the fact that they like fought in like right after their emperor died, they just went full ham into battle mode. I really thought that was cool. I just like version 1's armor because, like, the helmet, knight helmet, the arm pieces just are like, they make sense. Like having all that plating to block, but enough room that you can move around. The only thing I dislike about it is the robes on the bottom. I wish that it just went full knight aesthetic on them, because that would just look really, really sick. And the reason I like them, because it's just crazy to think that they had such fierce loyalty to the Emperor, or in this case, Snoke, that they were willing to like do anything for him. Like they fought even after he was dead. There's no fighting anymore. He's gone. The guy you were sworn to protect, you know? I just thought they were really cool. That's why it's like my favorite one, you know? So the next question said, my life becomes a musical / play or movie. What is the title, and what people, person, actors will portray you? My movie is going to be called The Life of the Unknown Spy Man. That's right. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be secretly a spy. I'd call it Everywhere and Nowhere all at once. That's a good one, right? I don't know if that's taken. But that's what I'd call it. And to play me, I'd like... Oh, that's a tough one. Probably someone funny. You know who can play me? Seth Rogen. I don't know who would play me. It's a great question. I don't think I really look like any famous actors. That's probably my biggest problem. I don't know. As long as they're funny, anybody could really play me, you know? Yeah. Oh, but for my friend, Jeremy, he has to be played by Chris Hemsworth. Because I think they look kind of the same. I know, weird, but that's what I think. Oh, my friend Riley is played by Jeff Goldblum. That has to be done. Yeah. My friend John is played by, he's played by an unknown actor who constantly only wears, like, American flag type outfits and never shows their face and always says, America! Yeah, there we go. My friend John, or my friend Bob, yeah, my friend Bobby, he is played by, Jack Black. Okay. And coming in for our next question, we have our question from Hannah asking, is water wet? And to that I say, yes, water is wet. Allow me to prove it to you right now. Water, it's wet. When you touch it, your hand is now wet. How can it not be wet in there? That doesn't make any sense. Don't try to say, well, it's actually wet. Your hand gets a feeling of wet. If something can give wetness, it itself must be wet. Right? That's like saying fire isn't hot. Also, question number 2 from Hannah was, is lava hot? Yes, lava is hot. I don't think that one's as like questionable, because it's definitely hot. Yeah, lava is definitely hot. It burned. It do the big spicy to all the peoples. You don't want that to hit you, trust me. Our next question is from Jeremy, who asked, if you could make a custom spellcaster for Dungeons & Dragons, what would you pick and how would you make it thematically appropriate? Describe how it would make sense. So I picked Wizard, and then from Wizard, I'd like to change it up because I want to make something that I don't get to see a lot of, and that was going to be a Time Wizard. Now, a Time Wizard is going to be something that has like the powers to stop time, change time, move time around during combat. I'd like to add spells into D&D for time-based things. For starters, you know how like most wizards don't have like healing. Well, he does, but it's not technically healing. It's what you used to have. So you can, what once was mine is what I would call one of the spells. And whatever your health was last round of combat, you snap your fingers and you can regain that health. Now that'd be a very powerful spell. I understand that. Because what if you took 100 damage, boom, that 100 damage is right back. And it would have to ramp up. Like if it was only 10 health, this much. If it was only 20 health, this much. Different spell slots, something like that. I'd love a spell where he can just stop time and do things at the same time, because time stop is kind of weird because you can't cast another spell afterwards. That's besides the point. I'd like a spell where you can, like a very powerful spell, hear me out, but what, like one round of combat you can completely just rewrite. And what you're saying is, what do you mean by that? I'd like a round in combat where, let's say, like the villain just downed 3 of my teammates and I just snap my finger and we restart that whole round of combat from the top of initiative. Yeah, be awesome. That's why I thought like a Time Wizard would be super sick. I'm super excited. And that would be something like really cool. Maybe somebody made something like it. I'd love to talk about the other spells too, but then this Patreon would be like 8 hours long. Question number 2 is, any core mechanics that you would want to change for the next Dungeons & Dragons edition? Either taking things from older editions, changing current mechanics, or completely original mechanics. I don't have too much that I'd like to change. Here's just a couple things. I think the rule of cool should be taken more serious, and if something seems magical or fantastical or like really overpowered or something like that, leave it. Leave it, because D&D should be something where you're like, wow, this is really incredible powers and like crazy magic. I think a big one is Warlocks should get the same amount of spell slots as other casters. Go ahead. Same amount of spell slots. Please. Warlocks are okay, but when it comes to other spellcasters, they are very, very, very lacking. And it's a shame because it's not the Warlock class's fault, it's just that a lot of DMs don't take a short rest enough. And because they don't take a short rest, that Warlock never gets his spell slots back, which is a shame. Other than that, I think possibly... I think certain classes should be able to just wear armor that they'd like. Perhaps with like feats or something like that. I know that you have to take feats to wear armor, but I don't know why like Sauron was a sorcerer in D&D or in Lord of the Rings and he wore full suit of armor. But in Dungeons & Dragons, they're like, whoa, can't do that because then you'll be too powerful. I think, go ahead, let them do it. I think that's fine. I think that there needs to be maybe some stronger, maybe 10th level spells. Some really broken 10th level spells would be pretty cool. I'd like that too. I just want to go back to where D&D, when you're at max level, you are unstoppable. Because don't get me wrong, are you strong at max level? You sure are. But like, if the king wanted to, he could just send the army after you of his 100,000 soldiers. And I'm like, if he had the 100,000 soldiers to stop me, why didn't he stop the main bad guy? And he's like, oh, well, he couldn't stop the main bad guy, but he can stop me. Okay. Yeah, or something like that. Oh, I also would like a monk class that has the ability to clone themselves, like Shadow Clone Jutsu, and the clones can fight for you too. I think that would be super cool. That's some of the things that I've been looking for. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. It's always nice to, have you guys send me questions that I get to answer. It's a lot of fun. As always, I'm Lord Hippo Guy. Hit that subscribe button, crush that like button, dance a little, eat some mozzarella sticks. They're delicious. And I'll catch all of you handsome people in the next one. Also, these the homies.